306 Claiborne. Claiborne. All right. Here we are at 306 Clay Drive. Newly remodeled home. New LVP flooring, new carpet pan, front door, patio, some new windows. Come on in and check out beautiful property. Heading from West Main Street south, West Main, turn left. We'll find you on the map anyway, it doesn't matter. Basement, yes, finished. So let's get a finished basement. That's cool. One story, garage, no carport, block foundation, electric and heat pump, range refrigerator, etc., etc., etc. All right. And what year is the build again? 306 Clay is a 2001 build. So this is a 2001 build. It's a quarter of an acre with 10,890 square feet and 2,648 living space, square foot of living space. Check the photos. That's a very interesting kitchen. It's wooden, the wooden cabinets, and did they say stainless steel appliances? I don't think I see any newly remodeled. I don't think I see anything about stainless steel appliances. So for 242,900, you're not getting stainless steel appliances, which is like, okay. Let's see. Wooden kitchen cabinets. I want to say this is like it's for a 2001 build, and it has wooden cabinetry. These were I feel like these were there's some elements about this house that it's like it's a mixture of things. It's a mixture of things. It's not bad. It's just interesting. They said updated pictures coming soon, right? Is that what I missed? Did I see that? Good. Newer model home, paying for home. I don't. No, it's just a mixture. Huh. If I'm correct in this house is a interesting mixture. Not bad, just different. It's a different flow. Whereas the HVAC I'm seeing in the corners of the room, it says 2001. Is that really what it is? It says a 2001 build, and I'm seeing a unique type of HVAC that no, it's just it's the HVAC. There's a couple of things about the house that seem to be from an older home build. There's a couple elements in this that seem to be from older home builds. The HVAC, the HVAC, I keep saying HVAC, the air system. The air system comes across as being like from the 50s or 60s. So nothing wrong with that. It still works. It's just different. It's a design in which they have these like these bump out things from the corner instead of flush on the ground, they have these bump out things that come out over the cat like the edge of the walls. So it's like a mixture of things. I'd say if it works, it works, but yeah, it seems like oh, I love that sunroom. Mm, yeah, that's nice. That's cool. But yeah, you can see where there's been. So I feel like this is a redesigned older home. And you could probably check the PVA on this one, but that's what I figured I was going to find. I think this is a redesigned, reestablished older home. So, which probably the concrete's been, there's been some repainting and some refinishing on the concrete. The basement is refinished. Yeah. Caddy corner. Yeah, I mean, I've walked into a couple of houses like this before. Huh, that's nice. There's features to this that really stick out to me. It's got a nice backyard. I think that I think this house is as old as this tree in the backyard. to be honest. Yeah, even look at that. Even like there's just there are particular elements, like even the grid the design gradling, I think it's called. Yeah, there's just elements to this house that I think this is an older house. If I were to advise, I think that this is an older house that has gotten a complete facelift, and certain elements have been left in, and certain elements have been massively upgraded because there are features in this type of house that you don't see in modern houses. This looks like one of my grandparents' houses, but a lot of elements restructured, re-updated. Not bad. I would probably I would think I would have because of a couple things in here. I think one thing that stuck out to me just because I'm under the impression that this is like a 50s or a 60s build, and it has been restructured. Because I mean, first, the air system for one, in the back of the house, when you walk out into the sunroom dash basement remote, I mean, okay, yeah, this is like it is structurally done well, but just the fact that it to me, this has been a completely remodeled, structurally remodeled house. There's nothing wrong with that. It just means that the original foundation, the original structure, the original block, the original everything, it's just older. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just older. And this is for inside appeal, right? So I would have an inspection done on this just because 2001, I don't believe that this was, I think it was remodeled in 2001. I don't believe it was built in 2001. Could be wrong, but a couple of these features, a couple of things about the structural integrity of the house tell me otherwise. Now, does that mean I'm not confident in buying it and living in it? Absolutely not. No. I would be comfortable, you know. I would just need some I would need some more confidence in it. I would need somebody to tell me, and I would need to see like, okay, who lived in this past, how long ago? I would want the actual facts and details on it. But if I'm looking at, good foundation, right? Displays structural integrity. If I can have, a structural engineer come out and say, give me the thumbs up, hey, it's good. It meets all of our criteria. Not in flood zone, not sold as is, solid roof, shopping, schools, town. Let's double check its distance from everything. Construction material stone. That's something I didn't see at first. So it looks like part of the construction material is stone. That's interesting. Yeah, I would want more details on this house because to me, something about, it seems like it's older and they're trying to pass it off as newer. Nothing wrong with that. I just want more details on it. Anyway, so shopping, schools, and town. Shopping, schools, and town. 306 Clay Drive. 306 Clay Drive. All right. So 306 Clay Drive is like, just off center in the middle of town. Yeah. About a 10-minute drive from Walmart. You're situated in the middle of everything. So yeah, it meets that specs. I'm right in the middle of town, access to everything, right? Would I buy it? Yeah, absolutely no problem with buying this. I would want a little more proof on the actual build year of it because in addition to that, like addition to the structural integrity, but also like asbestos, does it need encapsulation, something of that nature? Because there's features of this house that look like 50s and 60s and 70s combined. So it looks like it's been, something looks a little bit off with the build year. My house was built in 2000. My house does not have elements of 50s, 60s, and 70s built into the walls and built into the foundation and built into this and that. Like this house, what they're telling you, what they're telling me is that this house is 1 year younger than my house. And like, no, it's not. No, it's not. So anyway, that's what I would be curious about if I were you. If I were the buyer of this house, I would be curious about the facts behind that. Convey to me the facts so I can be confident in this purchase. And that's just me. Um, but moving forward on this,